My son was terrified to pound mochi in front of Japanese strangers. Hi, I'm Trunks. I'm a software engineer living here in Tokyo with my family for 7 years. Today, I'll break down the entire traditional mochi pounding process, and I'll show you how my parents and my kid got it try for free at a local neighborhood event. If you're loving this authentic side of Japan, give us a like and subscribe. So it was late December. We were walking through our neighborhood when we heard this pounding sound. We followed the sound and there was this whole festival happening at our local shrine. Now, my parents were visiting us from overseas for 2 months. This was their first time ever in Japan and we got incredibly lucky with the timing. One of the staff members saw us watching and he didn't just wave hello, he actively invited us to come closer. By the way, my dad absolutely have no idea what the staff member was talking about. My dad is Vietnamese and they're talking in Japanese, and my dad have no idea about Japanese, but my dad is always ready for new experience. He doesn't afraid to show it. But anyway, this was the kind of hospitality you experience in Japanese neighborhood. But before I show you what happened, let me explain what Mochitsuki actually is. Mochitsuki is the traditional Japanese way of making mochi for the New Year's. In Japanese culture, eating mochi during New Year's is believed to bring good luck, health, and prosperity for the year ahead. And that's why these Mochitsuki events happen all across Japan every December. And look at this. They had this tall kama. That's the traditional rice cooker. Okay, so let me break down how this actually works. There are two main tools you need for traditional Mochitsuki. First, you have the usu, and this is the heavy wooden or stone mortar that hold the rice. And then you have the kine. This is the wooden mallet, and its weight depends on the size. Usually for the big one, it's about 7 kilograms. And 7 kilograms might not sound like much, but when you are swinging this thing over your head repeatedly, you feel it real quickly. Now, the process has 4 main steps. Step 1 is preparations. Steam glutinous rice, and that is mochigome, is placed into the usu while it's still hot. Step 2 is kneading. Before the pounding starts, someone used the kine to press and crush the rice grain, and this is gentler, more of crushing motions. And step 3 is the pounding. One person swings the kine down with force while other person called the turner quickly reach into the usu between strikes. The turner wet their hand and flip the mochi to keep it from sticking. And the timing here is critical. One wrong move and you could get your hand smashed by the 7 kilogram mallet, and this requires serious coordination. You may watch a video from a famous shop in Kyoto when they do this pattern. Let's check it out.
せーの、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、OK。
一つずついただきました。
よ、ありがとうございます。はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい。
That was mesmerizing. But anyway, back to the topic. The final step 4 is completions. After several minutes of pounding, the rice transforms into this smooth, sticky, uniform mochi. They usually add some flavor to it like sweet red bean paste or roast soybean flour to eat with, and both are delicious. Alright, so now you know how it works. Let me show you what happened when my family actually tried it. So remember, this is my parents' first time ever in Japan. They've been here for 2 months and we have taken them to Asakusa in kimono, visited an onsen theme park in Hakone, but it was completely unexpected. The staff handed my dad the kine, and you could see on his face how excited he was.
Nhẹ nhẹ thôi bố ạ, nhẹ nhàng thôi. Vietnam から私の父、 初めて日本に来ました。
But the moment that really got me was when they brought out a small kine for my son.
いい
Everyone clapped and celebrated like he was just won a competition. I'm sure he will remember this experience for the rest of his life, not because it was expensive or fancy, but because it was real. This is what living in Japan as an expat really looks like when you engage with your local community. It's not always easy to break into a Japanese social circle, but when you do, the warmth and hospitality is incredible. Alright, so if you're watching this and thinking, I want to experience this too, let me give you some practical insight. First is timing. These Mochitsuki events happening in December, usually in the weeks leading to New Year. Second is pricing. Most of these events are completely free. Some might charge a small amount like 200 yen for mochi, but it's incredibly affordable. Now I have another video where I explain exactly how to find these local Japanese events. I literally discovered our neighborhood festival while I'm taking out garbage. Click the link in the corner to watch that. If this video show you a side of Japan you want to experience, subscribe for more real expat life content. I share what it's actually like living here, the good, the authentic, and the unexpected. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.